Elements of societal strategy.
If we divide the overall strategy of the business firm into two major categories, market and non-market strategies, societal strategy is the non-market strategy. Distinctly, business firms must not only function in an environment of outstanding ethical practices, social responsibility, but also must maintain effective management of the rules of the game, legitimacy. The social responsibility strategies and legitimacy strategies 79 constitute the societal strategy of the firm. Both elements are not ingredients of the profit-making activities, however, modern firms cannot function without them. When attempting to define business legitimacy, we encounter a diversity of opinions. Is legitimacy the institutionalization of an organization, the rightful control of power, the relationship of members and non-members, the institution's extent of authority, the institution's acceptance by stakeholders, or simply how the business is being accepted? Since this is a rather evasive concept, we would accept all of them and proceed with a more critical question. What does it mean for a business organization? Hence, the critical element for the business firm would be the utility of legitimacy and therefore legitimacy strategy. Moreover, the understanding of legitimacy strategy permits a holistic approach to the concept of business legitimacy. Legitimacy strategy refers to the non-voluntary activities presented to the firm by the political environment. When the political structure accepts corporate activities, then such activities are attributed as legitimate. Therefore, firms must engage in a process that will generate acceptable behavior by the elected officials. The representation of business firms with offices of government affairs in Washington is an indicator of the deliberate strategy 80 of the business firm to influence legislators in the creation of favorable rules. Firms routinely donate funds 81 to representatives of both parties. Such activity aims almost exclusively to generate favorable rules to the business firm. Success is measured by the legislation of rules that will enhance competitive advantage for the firm. In contrast, we propose the voluntary constraints on the firm to label them as social responsibility strategies. For example, when a pizza restaurant supports the Little League games and a large firm maintains a planned giving division, it is evident that business entities, regardless of their size, voluntarily contribute to the community and society. Although motives may be different, such voluntary activities involve practices that go over and above the legal requirements of the firm, normally attributed as ethical practices or socially responsible behavior. Hence, we define social responsibility strategy as the strategy that pursues voluntary activities aiming to contribute to society and enhance the image of the corporation. Ethicists will argue that business firms could provide societal contributions without any motivating factors other than the satisfaction of the recipients. However, when considering the firm's responsibilities to shareholders and/or general financial constraints, I would argue strongly against such an assertion. For example, firms never provide anonymous donations. How would they explain it to stockholders? Regardless the firm's size, ethical considerations and social contributions not only aim to provide societally, but also to enhance the firm's image in aspiration of generating a better market performance. Moreover, the term planned giving 82 or strategic philanthropy 83 is indicative of the strategic considerations by the firm, including the small business owner. It is also fair to suggest that we have examples of business contributions that follow an emotional path rather than a logical path of planned giving activities. Under those broad definitions, we are incorporating areas such as corporate political strategy, social responsiveness, ethical strategies, environmental strategies, lobbying, grassroots, public affairs strategy, government affairs strategy, stakeholders strategy, coalition building strategies, testimony strategies, political entrepreneurship, communication and public advocacy, and judicial strategies. On a micro level, some sub-elements of societal strategy are 1. Social audit strategies, a diagnosis of the firm's social responsibility and social causes it chooses to support, and the development of the modalities to support such causes and socially responsible behavior. 2. Code of ethics strategies, voluntary constraints that the firm chooses to undertake to respect the internal and external environment of the firm. 3. Socially responsible investment funds, investments by the firm in socially acceptable funds. Usually, socially responsible investment means not investing in questionable funds associated with industries or companies that may violate standards for the environment, human rights, product safety, and so forth.